What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Tank Be Chopping, and I'm coming at y'all with another haircut tutorial. So as y'all can see, my client right here has got a lot of hair on top. He ain't had a haircut in like 4 months before this haircut. So what we finna do is we're gonna do a number 2 with the grain, and then we're gonna taper him up. So first thing is first, as you can see, I'm picking out all the hair. And once that's done, we're gonna go ahead and start knocking this fro down. Let's get it. Alright, so I'm taking my Andis cordless masters and I'm just freehanding some of that top. Basically, I'm just taking off some of this bulk without having to put a guard on. So I'm not really too concerned on how the shape is gonna look. Like I said, I'm just trying to knock down this bulk to make it easier for me when I put my my number 2 blade on there and take it down. So I do want to state that you see he's got his Cowboys mask on. I just want y'all to know that I am not a Cowboys fan. I'm just throwing that out there. But anywho, as you can see, I'm still just taking down most of this bulk, trying to get it down to a decent level so I can put my number 2 blade with my Andis Supras and start taking that hair down. And as you can see, that's what I'm doing now. So I am using detachable blades to knock this hair down. Like I said, I put my number 2 blade and I'm going with the grain. And I'm just taking all that length down to get it to that desired length. So remember guys, when you're all cutting with the grain, you want to make sure you follow the way the hair is growing. So you have to be very careful when you do so. If you just start going at it and just cutting, you may run the risk of leaving someone patched up, and you know that's obviously not something you want to do. So make sure you're paying close attention to the way the hair grows, and that way you're cutting it in that same direction. Alright, so I didn't show it, but I combed the hair out one more time, and I just combed it, you know, the way the hair is growing. That way I can get a better look of what was going on, and I am going over the top one more time with my number 2 blade. So sometimes you have to go over the top a couple times just to get it down to that desired length and to make sure it all looks nice and neat. Also, you want to make sure you're using a brush or a comb, and you're combing the hair the direction it grows. That way it lays down properly the way you want it to lay basically when it comes close to finishing that length on top. That way you can see how it's actually going to look. Alright, so now that that is done, I got my Babyliss Trimmers and I'm lining them up behind the ear. You know, I always like to do that first just because it's easier for me. And then I'm setting in my bald guideline for the taper. And as you can see, I'm giving him that half circle, and I'm gonna follow that shape the whole taper. You have to excuse my arm in the way for this part of the video. I'm gonna go ahead and line up his C cup just so we can see what we're working with. Now I'm taking my Babyliss Shaver and I'm taking down everything to skin. Alright guys, so now we get into the actual fading part. So I got my Andis cordless masters, my clipper is open, and I'm gonna come up about 3/4 of an inch to an inch, and I'm following that same shape. And as you can see, I'm flicking out towards the top of that guideline, and then I'm gonna adjust my clipper closed. So I started with the open, I closed it halfway, and now it's closed all the way at the bottom of that guideline. Now I got my number 1 guard on my clipper, my lever is open, and I'm coming up another section, flicking out just using the corners of my blade. And then I'm closing my clipper, and now I'm gonna come down with the grain just to knock down some of that bulk on top. Remember guys, you wanna make sure you're brushing the hair down. So now I got my number 2 guard on there, and I'm getting rid of most of this bulk on top, on top of the taper, and it's fading the taper into the top of the hair. Now I got my number 1 guard on there again, and I'm doing some detail work. I'm using the corners of my blade and I'm just tapping that blend a little bit, just cleaning it up. And then I'm gonna close my clipper and come right underneath that. And as you can see, I'm adjusting my lever and coming down with the grain. And as you can see, guys, I'm using just the corners of my blade and I'm just tapping those dark spots. And I'm really not applying too much pressure to the actual scalp with the clipper. So now I'm using my zero guard and I'm coming up right under what I just did and doing some more small detail work. So I'm using the corners of my blade to get that blend looking nice. So now we're working on the edge up, and I always tell y'all guys, I like to start in the middle of the hair and I just work my way over. Now I'm doing some more detail work, guys. And remember, when it comes to detail work, guys, I tell you, you can do as much as you need to make sure that blend looks nice. So I like to do my initial steps, do some small detail work, and then I go ahead and put a line on there, and then I go back and look and see what needs to be done to make that fade look nice and basically just make that haircut pop. So whatever we did to that side, guys, we did the exact same thing to the opposite side. I'm not posting that in this video, but I am gonna post the back of this haircut. So as you can see, I'm starting my bald guideline with the back taper, and I am bringing this line pretty high. I just wanted to give him a high taper in the back, and I wanted it to look nice, and I wanted it to last. So that's why I came up pretty high in the back. Some people will say that's too high, but hey, you know, I did it, like I said, because I wanted to look good, and I think it's gonna last my client a good amount of time. So I'm just doing the same exact steps that I did to the side, guys. So if you need to know what them steps are, you can just go back and rewatch that part of the video. So if y'all ain't done so, I want y'all to do me a big favor. Y'all smash that like button real quick for your boy. And go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you ain't done so. I greatly appreciate it. So we over here putting in work, guys. I've been recording a bunch of videos. I got a few more just in the vault, just sitting there. I'm actually recording another, what's that called? Man, my mind went blank. Not a review. Yeah, I'm actually I'm gonna be doing a review tonight on my gamma hitters. I got a pair of gamma hitters that I'm actually gonna be doing a review on. So that should be coming soon also, guys. And then yeah, I'm just trying to put out a lot of content for y'all. I hope y'all really appreciating this content, and I appreciate y'all for subscribing and watching. You know, my subscriber count is going up, and just so y'all know, when I reach 2K subscribers, I will be doing another giveaway. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So let's keep working, guys. Let's keep getting it. Let me know what y'all think about this cut so far. Also, if you have any recommendations on any haircuts or any reviews y'all want to see me do, go ahead and leave that in the comment section below. You know, I'll read all my comments, and yeah, I'll see what I can do, guys. So now I'm hitting this line up with the razor. I'm just going over the same exact thing that we did with the trimmers, and I'm just going over it with the razor to make that line pop. And as you can see, now we're adding some enhancements. Remember, guys, when it comes to enhancements, you don't need to put too much. I've been watching some YouTube videos and some barbers on Instagram. Man, they overdo the enhancements on the hairline. Like, it looks fake. Like, that's not That's not what you want to do when it comes to enhancements. You want to enhance the haircut that he already has. So you shouldn't be adding so much paint to where it just looks fake. You want to make it look natural. You know, that's my 2 cents on that. Add enough to make it look natural. But anyways, guys, this is the before cut. And this is the after. Remember, guys, this is after 4 months of no haircut. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Did I bless this man or did I not? Y'all let me know in the comment section, guys. Please make sure to like this video. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to the YouTube channel one time for your boy. New videos coming soon, guys. I appreciate it.